Have you guys ever seen those backlight LEDs that sync up to your TV? I got some, and they're dope, dude. But you know what's really dope? Cards that slap, and I've got a fresh crop from my bros in the Discord. And you can join that Discord if you want, or become a patron. We have $2 memberships below. There are so many benefits. I can't even list them all, you know? But you know what? My stuff is all free for all you guys, and I love you anyways, man. Just make that subscribe explosion sound. Yeah, buddy. So the whole premise of this video is that my unpaid interns, my friends in the Discord, posit cards and I tell you if they slap. So here we go with Evelyn the Covetous. This is from Dizza76 Wu-Tang. It's 2 and a hybrid blue-black, a black, and a hybrid black-red. For a legendary creature, Vampire Rogue, it's a 2/5 with Flash. Whenever Evelyn the Covetous or another vampire you control enters, exile the top card of each player's library with a collection counter on it. Once each turn, you may play a card from exile with a collection counter on it. If it was exiled by an ability you control, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. I really love this card, man. I've never used it, never had the opportunity, but I really enjoy the fact that she's stabbing a portrait of herself. You know, this is a really interesting take on vampires, including your vampire synergies in there, and you've got built-in card advantage. Really neat card, man. This is going to slap you with a knife. One of my dudes from the Noble team, 6L, posits Fairy Macabre. So this is 1 black creature Fairy Rogue. It's a 2/2, has flying. Discard it, exile up to 2 cards from graveyards. The line between dream and death is gauzy and fragile. She leads those 2 near it from one side to the other. The art on this thing is amazing, dude. You're going to see some RK posts later in this video. This is kind of a weird card, but it's also really nice. Graveyard Hate, just discard it. That's it, no mana required. I like this for decks that count the number of creatures in the graveyard, like Bladewing, Deathless Tyrant, which also slaps. How about this one? Kalia Zenith Seeker. So this is red, white, and black. Legendary creature, Human Cleric. It's a 3/3, has flying and vigilance. When it enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel card, a demon card, and or a dragon card from among them, put them into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. This is not as great as the other Kalia, but it slaps, dude. It's great in a Blink deck. I really dig the art. Blinks and ETBs, man, those are my favorite things. Great budget commander. But you know, redheads, they get an honorary slap. Great. RK9. So let's talk about Callous Blood Mage. 2 and a black, creature, Vampire Warlock. It's a 2/1. When this guy enters, choose 1. Create a 1/1 little pest creature token. You draw a card, you lose 1 life, or exile target player's graveyard. Man, this card is great. It's great for Evelyn. It's great for Blink decks. I went to high school with this guy. You know, I got the best score on no test whatsoever. This guy got the best score on every test. But then one time, I got the high score on one physics test, and this dude absolutely freaks out. You know, he had a meltdown. Had to go to the nurse's office. I disillusioned the guy. Timbaland coming out of the woods. It's talking about Road of Return. Green sorcery. Choose 1. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, or put your commander into your hand from the command zone. Has entwined for 2. Yeah, man, this card is pretty slapper. You've got a hefty commander, right? Commander costs 6, you know, 5/6 something. It gets murked twice. This is great to bypass your commander tax, and later in the game, you get yourself a permanent back from the graveyard. This is a really sweet card, man. My dude Elmo in there is talking about Quende Pride Ephemeref. Now, I don't know if Elmo is the actual puppet from that Sesame Street, or if it's Elon Musk. You never know, dude. It's the internet. So this guy's 3 and a white, legendary creature, Human Knight. It's a 2/2, has double strike. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. It's pretty awesome, man. This guy rips. It's so specific. You need a commander with first strike, or you need to build around this specific guy. Either way, man, it's very narrow, but it's a really nice card. The Little King is in here talking about Extract. 1 blue mana for a sorcery. Search target player's library for a card, exile it, that player shuffles. So go get somebody's combo piece, right? If you have that one annoying dude who wins with Thoracle every time, it's 1 blue mana. Or you can target yourself. Go get yourself a Mist Hollow Griffin, exile it, you know, there you go for your food chain combos. This fella slapped his own brain right out of his head, man. Zabkeel's out here talking about Doppelgang. Doppelgang is a really weird word, man. It sounds like something you do to somebody, you know, like you found somebody in the alley, you gave him a doppelgang, dude. So this is XXX, green and blue, for a sorcery. For each of X target permanents, create X tokens that are copies of that permanent. I love this, man. Big stupid Simic stuff for big stupid Simic mana. It's an X spell, goes great in Zaxara. If you're generating infinite mana, this just gets every copy of everything. I really like it, man, as a win condition in those decks where you're going infinite. Although if you're going infinite, to be fair, you know, you could probably just win the game with some other cards instead of creating copies of permanents. Tyler. So I used to work with this guy named Tyler, right? Kind of moved like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I used to come up behind him and I'd go, "Hey, Tyler." You know, and I'd say it in different voices. I'd go, "Hey, Tyler." I don't know, man. It's probably harassment in today's economy, but this is Gold Rush. 1 and a green for an instant. Create a treasure token. Until end of turn, up to 1 target creature gets +2/+2 for each treasure you control. That's beefy, man. Yeah, this rips in those treasure decks, man. Pretty wild card. I've never seen it before. I want someone to explain to me what the dude in the art is. You know, is he like a horned up elf out there? What's going on? Now, this is also from Tyler, Illicit Masquerade. This guy's getting a double mention in this video. 3 and a black for an enchantment, has flash. When it enters, put an imposter counter on each creature you control. Whenever a creature you control with an imposter counter on it dies, exile it. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. First off on this, man, the art is pretty wild. It's just really detailed and cool. It's just cool art, you know? I wish I could do art, but I've got other talents. Anyways, this is an anti-board wipe technology. There is a way to flash it in, then get back all but one of your creatures. But even after reading someone explain it to me, I don't fully understand it. You know, I don't want to make a mistake in this video because everybody jumps down my throat, dude. But if you're interested in that, go research it. Tell me in the comments. But I like it in decks where you're sacrificing and reanimating. You know, your Zero the Golden Sting deck, stuff like that. It's just a really neat card. If you can get 2 creatures back with this, that's a really good rate. Swede Racer is out here talking about Lae'zel, Vlykith's champion. So this is 2 and a white, legendary creature, Gith Warrior. It's a 3/3. My choice of romance partner in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not even kidding with you here, dude. If you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control or on yourself, put that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead has choose a background. God damn, dude, this is a great card for your counters decks. It's under $1. But I feel like this is one of those cards that a new commander is going to come out and all of a sudden it'll spike to 1150 or something. I don't know, man. It's good. All right. Rev McSizzle's talking about Primal Growth. So this is 2 and a green sorcery. Kicker, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield and shuffle. The spell was kicked. Instead, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield and shuffle. More arcade posts, baby. If you're Jund Aristocrat decks where you're stacking tokens, this card rips, man. These lands don't come in tapped. Available for immediate use. Great card, but not great unless you plan to sacrifice a little dude. Nobody liked him anyways, man. Funky Monkey Friday, straight out of Elden Ring, has the Devoted Caretaker. 1 white mana for a creature, Human Cleric. It's a 1/2. Has white and tap. Target permanent you control gains protection from instants and sorcery spells until the end of turn. Her eyes blaze with the strength of 20 shields. Every glance is salvation. So if you're building humans, or you're building a party, this can be your cleric, this is fantastic. It's like a little Mother of Runes type effect. It's $3. So somebody likes this card, man, but I do believe this card slaps, my good man. Slap me with a skull on a stick, my sweet lady. Now, Frag Camper posits 1 more arcade postcard. I don't know if these guys are in there having an arcade post party, but it's probably one of my favorite artists in Magic the Gathering. We have Avatar of Woe. 6 black, creature avatar. It's a 6/5. If there are 10 or more creature cards total in all graveyards, the spell costs 6 less to cast, has Fear. Has tap, destroy target creature, it can't be regenerated. Pretty great attacker, it also has that activated ability. My favorite card of all time, dude, bar none. I love milled decks. This card slaps so hard. It slapped my entire young adulthood. Gorgeous art, diesel abilities, one of the best cards out of Prophecy, and can tap to murk whatever you want. Even better with an untapper if you're running those. You know, it's $3 for this, $6 for the very old version, which I'm showcasing here. You should just run it, man. Just run it. Speaking of running, I gotta run right now, man, but I don't got the runs, if you know what I'm saying. I got a lazy boy. I got a PS5 Pro. I got some ice cream. It's gonna be a snowy day, dude. Get in that bathrobe and slippers and get cozy. I'm preaching the gospel of coziness over here. I used to be a hard dude. You know, I'd sit on nails, I'd go lay on some glass or something. But now I'm embracing that coziness, brother. Namaste. Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.